What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, and welcome back to another episode of the 5 Takeaways, where we look at the game and we kind of take away 5 things that we can learn from the game. And obviously we beat West Brom 2-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium yesterday. So great to finally get 3 points on the board again, back to winning ways. Yes, I know it is only against West Brom, but at the end of the day, you can only beat what's put in front of you. Sim, how much more relaxed are you feeling now we got 3 points on the board?
Yeah, win with a clean sheet. Kane's back involved as well. It was a good day yesterday, and it was good to get the good feeling back. And we didn't want that run of 3 consecutive defeats. You can't allow that to fester too much into the squad. And you know, if we don't get the result we wanted against West Brom, all of a sudden you do really start to fear for Jose's job. But it was just very, very important yesterday. We got back to winning ways, and hopefully we can build on it.
Yeah, it's just not only that as well. It's like it's been like a constant theme throughout the season. When teams around us have dropped points, we've also dropped points. But actually, teams around us dropped points this weekend, and we actually won.
Yeah, but teams around us, they're playing each other all the time because literally half the league, isn't it? So they're always going to be dropping points.
You know what? We've played most of the big boys already twice. We've got Man City this weekend. That'll be our second game against them. And then basically we got Arsenal in a month, if you can even consider them big boys. And then Man United a month later. And then we're done.
Yeah, well, it's not like we've made plain sailing against the lower league teams, is it? So I think every game's difficult, but yeah, I think hopefully if we can get some results in those games, and hopefully the league will look a lot better after that.
All right, well, let's get into the takeaways, and the first takeaway is the pivotal pivot.
So obviously AURIER and Ndombele started together in the double pivot yesterday for the first time this season in a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. And they worked very well together. They both had the most touches, the most passes, the highest pass completion rates, the most passes in the final third, and AURIER doing the most recoveries with Ndombele doing the third most recoveries. So it could be a very good base to work forward from, and I'm very excited to see that partnership develop.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that double pivot, because when you look at it in the space of like a double pivot of Winks and Sissoko, you got Winks who can pass, but very often he does misplace a pass, and you got Moussa Sissoko who just can't pass
and doesn't show for the ball.
Well, he does usually, but I think the last 2 games.
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he ever does. Honestly,
you don't think so?
No, he doesn't.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, you look at that double pivot compared to a double pivot of AURIER and Ndombele, who can both defend, who can both pick a pass, who can both progress the ball forward as well. So I think it's a welcome change in my opinion. Obviously AURIER has been ever present. It's all been about his partner. And when his partner is Sissoko, we kind of struggle to get moves started. When his partner is Winks as well, it's a bit better than when his partner is Sissoko, but we still struggle sometimes in that middle of the park. But when his partner is Ndombele, you see the plus size defensively, and you see the plus size going forward as well. So
we'll have to wait and see as well. Obviously, against better teams, and West Brom have better centre mids, but against West Brom anyway, it was a good starting place, and hopefully we can build on it.
All right, let's get into number 2, and the second takeaway from the 2-0 win yesterday is pressing from the front.
So we brought in Lamela and we brought in Lucas into the attack yesterday, and they really did a really good job for the team, helping the team regain possession and helping the team pressing the West Brom back line. They competed for 14 and 13 duels respectively, Lamela and Lucas. They really helped the team suffocate West Brom and not allow them to play out the black. They also had the most touches in the final third out of the attacking players as well. So definitely helping creatively setting up chances, and they really helped the team, both of them yesterday, and Mourinho was very, very happy with them after the game.
Yeah, you got happy with them. I've been one of Lucas Moura's biggest critics this season. Eric Lamela as well. I thought last couple of games he played, he hasn't been that good. But in this game, they showed the difference. They provided the difference. When you look at the last couple of games, we've had Sonny, Vinicius and Bergwijn up there. It provided the difference completely, because we've had lack of pressing from the front in the last couple of games, and this game we were back at it with Lucas Moura, Lamela, Sonny and Harry Kane with real good pressing from the front, and long may it continue.
All right.
Let's move on to the third takeaway, and this was a surprise inclusion. It is Harry Kane to the rescue.
Yeah, shocker here. He had 5 shots yesterday, most of anyone on the pitch, 2 of them on target. He had a combined XG and expected assist of 1.01 yesterday, and Spurs have had a combined expected goals of 1.04 for the last 3 games combined. So he's literally outdoing our whole attack on it by himself. Obviously, he also got that lovely through ball to Heung-min Son, who failed to score. With that chance, he had a role to play in the second goal as well. The really great chested ball into Lucas and set up the attack. And he just made a massive difference yesterday, and it was really great to have him back.
Yeah, I mean, he was a bit rusty at the start with his finishing. He did miss quite a host of chances actually before he got on the score sheet, but he was our best player throughout the game. Everything good literally went through him. Absolutely brilliant to have Harry Kane back. Brilliant to have him back on top form, and maybe we really are the Harry Kane team now.
Yeah, looks like it at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Pep Guardiola, maybe when he made that comment it wasn't true, but definitely now it's starting to look a bit more true. Let's go on to the fourth takeaway from the game yesterday, and this is the lucky Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah, lucky Sanchez. He kept a clean sheet yesterday, but was caught ball watching definitely right before half time with that chance for Diangana, and they nearly scored from that. Could have been 1-0 down. That could have been costly if we go 1-0 down in this game. But he did compete for the second most duels and competed for the second most aerial duels as well. Sorry. So he had his role to play, but he did get a bit lucky with a few things.
Yeah, I thought that he was fairly untested throughout the night, throughout the day. But like you say, there were errors in there, and they didn't provide costly, thankfully enough. But on another day against better opposition, they could do.
Yeah.
Like you say, that chance right at the end of the first half completely loses his man by ball watching. Their two disallowed goals, I would have thought that first goal didn't look like he knew the other player was behind him. But the second goal, I think it was actually did well holding that line. To play him offside.
He's
so
got to be careful.
The good moments, but some bad moments in there as well. But luckily we did keep that clean sheet, so he comes away pretty much blameless from this game. But let's look at the last takeaway from this game, the fifth takeaway, and this is AURIER outlet.
So he committed 2 dribbles, 3 crosses. He competed for 11 duels, 4 aerial duels. He had 2 shots, 1 on target. He really was a great outlet on the right-hand side, and before he went off injured on the hour. And we really got to hope that he's back sooner rather than later, because he's such a better outlet than anyone else we have on that right-hand side, and he's very, very pivotal to our attack at certain moments on the right-hand side. He really dominates that right-hand side a lot of the time, and he had another impressive outing following on from a good game against Chelsea. So it was good to have him back in the team again, and hopefully he's back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, he's our best right-back, hands down. There's no one in that squad on the right-back position that can ever even come close to him. You look at Matt Doherty, he just hasn't done it this season. Even when Spurs are having a bad game, like against Chelsea, you know, he provides a brilliant cross in the box, in the 6-yard box, puts it on a plate on Vinicius's head, and everyone knows what happened there. He misses the target, but then he backs that up with an absolutely astonishing display against West Brom as well. I thought he was a brilliant outlet on that right-hand side, getting up and down, putting good crosses into the box. And I think he's a man reborn this season. He really is. And everyone would have said they wanted him out in the summer, just gone. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people wanted him out. And providing that we kept in and brought Matt Doherty in, I think it's really good option to have, because he's our best right back hands down, and if he would have left, God knows where we would be in right back this season.
We would be screwed. We really would be screwed. And despite the fact he makes a few high profile errors, I think on the whole he's had a very good season, and a lot better than previous seasons anyway. And you got to say he's underrated. You
think this is his best season in Spurs shirt?
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, so there you have it. Those are our 5 takeaways. We spoke about the pivotal pivot, pressing from the front, Kane to the rescue, lucky Sanchez, and that AURIER outlet. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any other takeaways that we have missed out. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.